Hey guys, my name is Chaotic, and in today's video, I'm going to be covering 12 rare and secret vehicles which are available on Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. If you guys are interested in seeing more rare and secret vehicles after this video finishes, I have in fact uploaded 3 other videos very similar to this one, which all feature rare and secret vehicles. There will be links to those 3 videos in the video description. So anyway, let's get straight into this video and start off with the Police Maverick. So the Police Maverick is the rarest helicopter on Grand Theft Auto 5 Online. There are only 2 spawn locations where you can find this helicopter at, and the location which I'm currently showing you is on top of the police headquarters. And as you can see in the video right now, I'm showing you the location of this building. And obviously to get up here you are going to need a helicopter. Unfortunately there is no ladder on the side of the building to get you up here, but as long as you can find yourself a helicopter, you can then make your way to this location. But sometimes what you will find is when you come to this location, the Police Maverick won't be here. Sometimes you'll find the buzzard is in its place, sometimes the landing pad itself is empty. But if you make your way to this location and the helicopter is not here, just fly away, and when you fly back, the possibilities are that it is going to spawn in. There is in fact a second spawn location where you can also get yourself a Police Maverick. However, that spawn location only offers the Police Maverick at a very limited time period. If you guys are aware of the Mexican Mariachi and its spawn location right next to Mount Chiliad, you can get yourself a Police Maverick at the exact same time just after 7 PM. That is something which I have featured in a previous video in one of my rare and secret vehicle compilations. But apart from these 2 spawn locations, the only other way you can actually obtain one of these is by shooting down a Police Maverick helicopter when you have a wanted level and hoping that when it lands it doesn't explode. The possibility of this happening, however, is rather small. The next vehicle being featured is the Lifeguard Atv. Now getting one of these to spawn in is very easy, as they do spawn in anytime during the daytime. So what you want to do is make your way to the beach, and parked up next to one of these huts will be the Lifeguard Atv. Now if you're driving up and down the beach and you can't get one to spawn in, simply keep on driving up and down and eventually one will spawn in, as long as you're driving up and down the beach during the day. The Lifeguard Atv is storable, so you can take it back to your garage, take it inside and store it as a personal vehicle. However, what you cannot do is take it down to the Los Santos Customs and customize it, because when you take it to the Los Santos Customs and you try to go inside, it will say this vehicle cannot be modified. But overall, the Lifeguard Atv is a nice addition to your garage and it will make you fairly unique. This vehicle is rare for the simple fact that very few people put it inside their garage, as they would prefer to store cars. Moving on to the next vehicle, we have the Police Riot Van. Now there are in fact several new spawn locations where you can find this van at. I'm currently showing you the original location where you could find this at, and this is the police station. However, I'm going to be showing you all of the new locations which have recently been added into GTA 5 Online in the 1.17 update. So as you can see, first of all, I'm at Sandy Shores outside of the police station, and as you can see there is the Riot Van right behind me being parked outside of the police station. The Riot Van can also be found in the car park of the police station in Paleto Bay. Paleto Bay of course being the most northern town in GTA 5, and if you want to know where this location is, I'm currently showing you it in the video right now on the map. Finally, the last location where you can find the Riot Van is at the impound lot. I'm sure you guys know where the location of this is, but for those of you who aren't too sure, as you can see the location is being featured in the video right now. Now I'm sure once again you guys know how to get inside the impound lot, but I'm going to be showing you it anyway. You have 2 options. You either park a car up against the wall, climb on top of the car, then climb on top of the wall and you're inside the impound lot, or you can go around the back where the fence is slightly lower and you can just simply hop over the fence. But anyway, once you're inside the impound lot, you will get yourself a 2-star wanted level, so make sure you get into the Riot Van as quickly as you can before the police kill you. But of course, once you're inside the Riot Van, you haven't got to worry about being shot, because the Riot Van is completely bulletproof. So when people shoot at you, the bullets will ricochet off, and you won't take any damage whatsoever when people shoot at you. Apart from the fact that the van looks incredibly cool and has the police sirens, a front winch, and the ability to smash into cars without losing any speed and pushing them out the way, you can also get loads of people into this van with 2 people in the front, a few people in the back because you can open the back doors, and people can hang off the side of the van through using the side rails. The next rare vehicle being displayed is the Nemesis motorcycle. Now finding this bike can be quite difficult, however there is a confirmed spawn location where you can find this bike at fairly easily. So what you want to do is make your way to my location on a motorcycle, and by driving down to this location on a motorcycle, it will trigger other motorcycles to spawn in, motorcycles just like the Nemesis itself. However, what you may find that sometimes when you make your way to this location, other motorcycles will spawn in. Sometimes you'll find the Western Damien spawns in, sometimes even the Western Bagger, which of course is Franklin's motorcycle. I managed, however, to get the Nemesis to spawn in, and once you have it, of course, you can take it back to your garage and store it inside. This bike is also fully customizable at the Los Santos Customs. The next location which I'm going to be showing you will feature loads of very rare, highly customized gang vehicles which can be found on GTA 5 Online. So what you want to do is make your way to my location, and the entire road itself will feature loads of very rare, highly customized vehicles which are owned by the local gangs. The best time to make your way to this location is after 7 PM because that is the prime time for the gang vehicles to spawn in. However, sometimes when you make your way to this location before that time, you can occasionally get vehicles to spawn in. But as long as you make your way to this location after 7 PM, you're almost guaranteed every time to get yourself one of these rare, highly customized vehicles to spawn in. Just as an example, right now, a Tornado in purple which is fully customized and owned by one of the local gangs has just spawned in next to me. This is just one of the many vehicles which can be found at this location, and of course in this video I will be featuring all the different vehicles which are available when you make your way to this location after 7 PM. As you can see in the video, another time when I made my way to this location I managed to get myself an Albany Marnana to spawn in. Again, this is highly customized and has many features which usually you wouldn't find on a standard version driving around. The Albany Marnana is possibly one of my favourites that can be found at this location. The Albany Buccaneer is another car which can also be found at this location. Once again, being a gang vehicle, it is highly customized and it can be found in two different colours. This one, which I'm currently driving, being green and brown. You can also find it in purple and cream. The final car which can be found at this location is the Vapid Peyote. Now this is in fact the most valuable car which can be found around the map of Los Santos and taken down to the Los Santos Customs to be sold. If you were to take this car down to Los Santos Customs, you can sell it for just over $13,000. All of the cars that can be found at this location can all be sold at the Los Santos Customs, and you can make more money from these than the standard version of them. And that's simply because these cars have already been customized, but the Vapid Peyote is the most valuable car out of them all. And not to forget, all of the cars which can be found at this location are storable, so you can take them all back to your garage and store them inside and keep them as personal vehicles. The next vehicle being featured in this video may not gain as much interest as some of the other vehicles being featured in this video. This vehicle of course being the tractor with the sand rake attachment on the back of it. Now as far as I know, this is one of the rarest vehicles in GTA 5 because the only spawn location where you can find this at is on the beach at this location between 6 and 10 PM. The sand rake itself is the only implement that can go on the back of the tractor on GTA 5. Now although you can take the tractor back to your garage, when you drive inside the sand rake does disappear, so you can't actually store the sand rake inside of your garage. The next vehicle is definitely the rarest vehicle on GTA 5. This of course is the Romeo Hearse, and it is almost impossible to get this vehicle to spawn in on GTA 5 without having someone who already has a hearse drive past this location to trigger them to spawn in. Getting the hearse to spawn in on its own is almost impossible because of how rare the hearse is, so you will need to find someone that already has a hearse to drive past this location, and it will trigger more of them to spawn in. Now I'm sure it goes without saying that the Romeo Hearse is not the prettiest car in GTA 5, it's certainly not winning any awards for its appearances, but it's definitely one of the rarest, which is why it's something which you will want to store inside of your garage, and it does have some really cool customization features available at the Los Santos Customs. Now for those people that already have the hearse, what I recommend that you do is leave a comment on this video saying you already have the hearse and leave your gamer tag, so people who want to get the hearse can send you a message, you can invite them to a game and you can help them get it. Moving on to the next vehicle, we have the police van. Now getting one of these to spawn in is very easy. Simply get yourself a 3-star wanted level or above, and when you're driving around trying to avoid the cops, they will position a police van in the middle of the road trying to block the road off. A recommendation that I do have is that when you're being chased and you see this police van, make sure you smash into the police officer who's standing in front of the van, so when you get out to go and take the van, he doesn't shoot at you. When you're sitting inside the van, you haven't got to worry about being shot at because the police van is bulletproof, so when people are shooting at you, you won't take any damage. You can also open the back doors of the van, so if you do have a few friends that you want to drive around Los Santos with, they can open the back doors and sit in the back. Now unfortunately there is a major downside with this van. The tyres themselves are not bulletproof, so if they do get shot out, you will have to drive around on the rims. Last but not least, I'm going to be showing you the Park Ranger SUV. Now finding one of these is fairly easy and simple. Just make your way to my location between 10 AM and 12 noon, and driving up and down this road between this time will be the Park Ranger SUV. Now you will have to be careful when you go to steal one of these, because when you pull the Park Ranger out of the van, he will then shoot back at you and you will get a 1-star wanted level. The Park Ranger SUV is still a very cool vehicle to obtain. Not only does it have the Park Ranger decals, you've also got the winch on the front of the vehicle, and you've got the flashing lights and the sirens. You also have a roof rack which allows your friends to hold onto the side of the vehicle when you're driving. So anyway guys, that is all I have for this video, but if you guys want to check out more rare and secret vehicles, you're more than welcome to go and check out the other 3 videos that I've already uploaded that feature more rare and secret vehicles. I will have links in the video description to those 3 videos. If you guys could also take a few seconds out of your day to click the like button on this video, it would be greatly appreciated. Also be sure to leave a comment and tell me what your favourite rare vehicle was from this video, and if you have not subscribed to my channel already, I recommend that you do, because I upload all the latest and the greatest Grand Theft Auto 5 content. So anyway guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.